Last but not least, we all know Lawson has a slight appetite. And Mr. Neal Burke, our parish councilman, is going to talk about his great appetite. Damn, he brought the book.
What I wanted to do, I got to talk about appetite, and being the individual counselor that I said, I went into my Freud state and said, counseling, what does appetite mean? What does appetite mean? So I went back to the dictionary, and I pulled out a big dictionary that I own, and you can see the dust on it.
You going to explain Freud?
And I looked at it and it says, dictionary. Yeah.
Dictionary.
No, that's it. I kind of feel like what I did when Lawson and Cheryl got married there. They didn't have any pictures for me to read, so I had a difficult time. So let me try again. But Webster said this about appetite. And it had a number of different things. It had a natural or habitual desire of some gratification.
The bitch, all right.
Oh, yeah. Either of the body or of the mind. An example they use, sexual appetite.
Oh. We know about that already, though.
Yeah. Then it hit me here. Maybe this was the subject of my talk, was the fact that a desire of food or drink. In Lawson's case, I think food and drink. Yeah, dining with good appetite, a strong desire, longing, a vulgar. Why do they have vulgar associated here? I don't understand. Yeah, but sensational. A thing to be desired, appetite. So I figured, well, God, dog, I could take that and I could maybe run with those types of thinking with Lawson. Sensations, vulgar, desire. That'd be an awful lot to run with. That was the meaning. But then Cheryl, I think, wanted me to talk about his appetite. I mean, look at it. Does a man have an appetite? I think he has an appetite like a bird. An Adirondack condor. He's got an appetite. Lawson's the only guy that knows that puts stuff in the microwaves and says, hurry up! I decided I wanted to go and do a good job tonight, so I went to the Lafayette Parish Library and I wanted to dig up some books about turning 40 and about appetite. And apparently they're not funny subjects because there's nothing written about them. No, not at all. One of the things about his appetite is it has an appetite for exercise, I think. Lawson's into some new exercise programs. They're isometric programs, isometric karate. Lawson is learning how to break a 6-inch board. Every day he goes up and leans against it and leans up against the board. And he swears, his instructor tells him that after 6 months it'll break. Enjoying his new isometric. It's called isometric peeping Tom. He goes up and he presses his nose against windows. It peeps. But you gotta understand that his appetite for exercise kind of revolves around this. His example of exercise is that he fills the bathtub up with water. Then he pulls the drain plug. Then he fights the current. That's right. Once a month. What's that shower? In the shower, you can see him like this. I don't want to ruin my natural Hey, you. Appetite. We're talking about his appetite.
You're lucky you use the shower at all.
Save water. We're talking about this man's appetite for life. His appetite for adventure. Boubie and Lawson go way back, and a lot of you don't know Boubie and Lawson know this to be a fact. But at one time, Boubie had an awful bad problem about he studied all the time. But Lawson had a problem he shook. He'd shake all the time. So one day Boubie came to him and said, Law, you want to go hunting? And Lawson said, yeah, let's go. They in the duck blind, and it's cold. It's really cold. And Boubie said, Boo goes, Law. It's cold, huh? Lawson said, yeah. So you're gonna still shotgun, and Boobie got it. And he's holding on to it, and then Boobie got it, you know. And Boobie got the gun, and all of a sudden he looks over to the right and he says, a duck. And Lawson said, oh yeah. And Boobie says, wah. So that duck come in, boom! Shot that duck, he missed. Lawson grabbed that gun, boy, he just was shaking. He cracked that single barrel open, that shell flies out, he grabs another shell, he throws it in there, he aimed that gun, that duck's out about a range, like that, boom! That duck falls down. Boobie goes, Matt, he said, Matt, no wonder you hit him, you was aiming all over the place. But again, we're talking about appetite. Lawson's the type of guy that gets invited to the Last Supper. Last Supper he gets invited to with Christ, and he asks Christ, what do we got to eat? And that's it. I mean, he wants a receipt. He wants to take off his taxes. He wants a receipt. Where's the beef? And I went to this a little early. Lawson, you go to lunch. You go out to eat with Lawson and everybody, and Lawson orders a glass of water, and you're saying, aha, he's starting to have willpower. The hell with that, he eats out of everybody's plate. But Lawson says that his appetite, when he tries to suppress it, affects his dreaming. And that's a problem. The other night he told me that he dreamed about Brigida. Brigida? Who the hell is Brigida? Brigida, no little Brigida. No, Brigida. That's a new. Brigitte Bardot. He said I dreamed about Brigitte Bardot. Brigitte Bardot walked up to me, and she was naked, and she was so beautiful. And she said, I'm going to grant you 3 wishes. And then she looks at Lawson, and Lawson was kind of slavering all over his mouth and all this. And she says, and what are the other 2 wishes do you want? He knew.
Bridget Boudreaux.
Yeah, that's good. What? Bridget Boudreaux. Then Lawson said he had another dream. He was trapped on a desert island. Not a desert, a desert island. He said, Neal, there was Raquel Welch, Sophia Loren, Liz Taylor. I said, man, that must have been a great dream. He said, no, they were all together. They looked like a blob. So Lawson's appetite is larger than life. And I think that's what makes us love him so much. He has so many good friends and so many good qualities. And I think we are very fortunate to have that in him. As far as that appetite, it'll never die. It'll only grow. And events like this will keep it growing. It really will. So I speak for the group, Lawson, in wishing you well in the next 40 years to come. And keep that appetite happy. Keep that sexual activity going.
At 80 years old.
And good luck to you in the future. Oh, wait, I forgot to give you something you really love. One thing you really love. Here you go, you open it. Yeah. Dig it out. This is something that's really going to help curb his appetite.
BFI. Is that what
Yeah.
Yeah, BFI.
BFI.
What we do with the trash? We'll give it to Lawson.
Is this what's left?
Oh, well. That's Kim.
All right, Kim, way to go.
We got it on film.
Popcorn!